Hey crew, I've got the key to that 24 BMW M4 Competition X-Drive, and today I'm going to see what it's like to live with. Starting with the spacing in my driveway, which is 16 feet wide by 19.5 feet long. I've got the M4 parked about 4 inches from the edge, sitting next to a new BMW X5 that my wife is reviewing. If you want to check out her content, it's at Mobile Mama on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. She's got that one parked about 6 inches from the edge. And with that spacing, there is plenty of room to walk between the vehicles, though not enough space to wheel our double stroller through. I do think, however, if we pushed both vehicles to the edges of the driveway, there would be enough space. And at the front, the nose of the M4 is hovering a few inches into the gutter, and at the back, there is plenty of room between the garage door and the car, even enough space to walk in front of the hedge to my front door. Now, if you hadn't noticed, I don't mean to surprise you with this one, but this M4 is purple. It's called Frozen Purple Metallic. It's a matte finish, and since I own a purple car, I was curious what you think. Who wore it better, the M4 Comp or my Demon 170? The hips and gloss or the matte and edges? When first hopping inside the M4 Comp with the key fob in my pocket, I put my hand on that door handle, and that will also power unfold the door mirrors. Now, this spacing is pretty similar to what you might find in a parking lot. Maybe the vehicles would be a bit closer together, so it should give me a good chance to see how far I can swing open that door. That's one defined notch, and I can't go any further. So this is my access point. I do need to kind of tilt my shoulders sideways, but then the M4 isn't too low, so it's easy to slink on down and close up that door. Hey cabin crew, thanks for joining for this day in the life in an M4 Competition X-Drive. Now in this video, I want to find out if this hardcore German street fighter has a softer side for daily living. Now let's fire on the M4. Vroom goes the inline six, followed by some pleasant chimes. Now let's hear the idle from outside. It's a melodious rumble. Nothing too crazy. I don't think any neighbor will be disturbed by that. Oh, I was reminded when I got out how far this lower valence sticks out, so it can nab you right at the Achilles heel if you're not careful. Before we get going here, I wanted to show you just a couple things. First, I didn't demonstrate it initially, but there is remote start in the M4 Competition. If you go into the climate menu and you hit this start engine for climate control, that obviously means that when you remote start the vehicle, it's gonna have the climate going for you. So if it's a really hot day outside, it might be cooler inside, or vice versa. And that is activated by hitting the lock button 3 times here on the key fob. Next thing, I brought some items with me, as I typically do. I'm gonna show you where I put them inside this cabin. So I've got my large water bottle kind of wedged into the door pocket there. It doesn't fit in neatly, it does require some massaging. The smartphone is on the wireless charging pad. Key fob is kind of just sitting in the cup holder inside the console. I do have space for my sunglasses. There's not a upper storage area for these with a soft lining to keep the lenses protected, so kind of have to worry because this is scratchy plastic. I got my wallet in here and my GoPro accessories in their case, so that's a pretty decent sized console for this size of vehicle, and that's about it. So we can go as soon as I throw on my seat belts. And if it was a really chilly morning, I could have the steering wheel heating going in addition to the seat heaters, but it's very temperate today, so we can just get rolling here. Off into drive, down goes the parking brake, and I do have one of my curb ramps which helps flatten the gutter in front of my driveway, just in front of the left tire, but I've tried exiting without it, and there was enough clearance, so I'm not too worried about this one here. And look at that. We're off to the races. Actually, I'm going to be flipping this right around because I've already forgotten that Mobile Mama and I are supposed to be getting coffee together. So that will give me an opportunity to listen to the turn signal, which I know is sort of a foreign thing for BMW owners. But when it's activated, it's kind of loud. Maybe that's why they don't use it. And the turning radius is adequate. Not remarkable for something of this size, but not bad. And I do have the car set in efficient engine response and comfort chassis, and that's all I need because there's so much power here. the throttle response being dulled compared to Sport or Sport Plus, but there is no laziness to the pickup of speed. And the ride compliance over the bumps and undulations of this road surface is agreeable as well. I'm jostled about a bit. It is a sport coupe, but I'm insulated from the impacts, and that's what I'm looking for from a luxury bend. The seats are very comfortable as well, holding me in place but not squeezing me too much. Great adjustability to those. I'm 6 feet tall. I've got all this headroom above me, and the tilt and telescope of the wheel is perfect for finding a pleasant driving posture. Easy to direct the M4 down the road. There's nice resistance through the wheel. And as I go to the optional carbon ceramic brakes, I don't hear a squeal as you sometimes do from carbon ceramics, and it's very easy to slow the vehicle smoothly. Efficient response, my butt. This thing's spicy. Hello, my lady. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime doll.
Why am I a ragtime doll? Why are ladies ragtime dolls?
Oh, I have no idea what that term means. It was something they said in the olden days.
In the olden days.
But I have no idea what that means. But actually, for you, that's kind of appropriate because you're as frenetic as a rag doll.
Oh, thanks.
Well, anyway, what do you think of the M4? Thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like the interior, most of it. Parts I'm already looking kind of feel like cheapy plastic, but then I like the carbon fiber.
It's got some zazz.
I like the infotainment. I really do not like this color combination.
Oh, the PB&J? It's not your thing?
Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's what you should have to say you're ordering when you buy this color combo. Yes, I would like one PB&J M4.
I think you should just go, it's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Way out. Now there you go.
Maybe if you did that, they'd give you a discount, or they'd kick you out, and you'd never be able to buy the car.
She cannot have any BMW.
Okay, but let's say we were dating, and I just like showed up in this. Would you be all like, cool?
I'd be like, wow, this guy's flashy, and I hope he's not full of himself.
Yeah, and that's entirely possible.
That would be my concern.
That's entirely possible.
But I'm a different type of person.
Well, I do drive a purple demon, so...
Yeah, also that. But
I'm not
know
full
you.
Of myself.
We're married. I know you're not cocky and full of yourself. It's very different.
You have to get through that layer to find out that the person isn't like that.
But if we were like just dating, it'd be like, wow.
I mean, like, there are nice things to the interior,
I mean, but it's
right?
impressive. If someone's driving it, it's still going to be like, wow, like, it's a nice car.
Thank you. What do you, I don't know why I'm thinking
it's not yours.
It's not mine. What do you think of the seats? Are they comfortable?
They're comfortable,
enough?
Yeah, for sporty. They're comfortable. Yeah, the leather's nice, the stitching's nice, they're cushy enough.
Yeah, and you can actually get more aggressive seats, but I think
really?
If
I
we were
get that.
to be driving together a lot, you would not want that. It may be fun for me because I'd go like corner carving and be like amazing, but for you, probably not. Should we get some coffee?
Yes.
From Hola Adios. And now this is good as I get close to this curb here because I don't want to scrape anything. Got this high-res camera and I got the bird's eye view, that's helpful. Got a 3D view.
Does this one have gesture control? Like the other ones? Like the IX and everything? Or No, I think you have to go a little closer.
I just want someone to look in while we're doing this and it's like, what is wrong with those people? Before we get coffee, can we just review this three-wheeler right here?
Well, I want to drive it.
It's just like a Reliant Robin where it's got the one wheel in the front. This thing is super not stable, but it's pretty awesome. Okay, let's get coffee. And how is your, well, take a sip.
I already have.
You've had several sips. How is your iced almond milk Americano?
It's fine. You know, it does the trick.
Does the trick?
It's got the caffeine.
Okay.
It's not an exciting drink. Yours is exciting.
Mine doesn't have the caffeine though. I got the chai latte. And it's so sweet.
But tasty.
Very good. It was on me. I should have asked her half sweet.
Great.
Great. Shall I take you home?
That concludes our
that concludes our date. Very nice to have seated with you today. I'll need your help later for car seat installation.
Okay.
Guys, if I could share a bit of a relationship advice with you, it would be to find someone that not only tolerates your awkwardness, but somehow finds a way to level it up. Now, I want to check out the practicality of this M4 competition, so I'm going to do a grocery run first here to Sprouts. Well, that's the first grocery stop in the bag. Anyway, how do I get this open? There's no kick sensor. I can get my finger under here. There's a button and a power opening lid. That's good. Along with ample storage space. But it would be nice if there were some grocery hooks like here. But there's only one hook for one bag. That means the rest of the groceries are gonna slosh all over the place unless I can go slowly enough. On to Trader Joe's. Now for the Trader Joe's contribution. I don't think this is gonna make much more of a, oh, go figure, a bag tipped over. It's gonna make much more of a dent in this large capacity trunk, but better organization is desired. You're back. Oh, and burning yourself. Why would you touch a hot car?
I don't know. But look, we don't match.
No.
This is a better purple.
It is. It's like an eggplant color. Well, I need your help.
I know that. That's why I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, installing car seats.
I'm not looking forward to it, though, because it's a two-door, but here we go.
Okay. Yours
That's
power
nice.
slides forward. I like that.
I like that.
Now, typically on the driver's side, you have to do it manually.
Oh,
but not in the M4. It does it for you. So we can install a car seat from either side. That's better, because normally you just do it from that side.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Let's find out. Okay, so we got the bigger car seat on my side.
Wait, let's see what our situation is here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry. You have two sets of lower latch anchors.
Two lower latch.
I only see two tethers, but honestly, I would not want, this is not
Yep, two tethers.
Yeah, you're not going to put someone here.
No, and it's also raised up. Okay, let's get these in there. See how difficult or easy that is. I'm not doing any damage to the interior. Already easier to put it in than the Demon. Positive. Oh, I'm sweating so much. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
My job was easy.
Yeah, you just watched me.
Except for, I don't like the angle of these seats. Like, it's really deep down.
Well, yeah, they're like buckets.
Yeah, so that's
So the
not great
base
for
is
car
not
seats.
super
No,
stable? Okay.
I don't like that.
All right, but it was an easy install for you.
Yep.
For me, I had a lot more work. I had to go over the head restraint because they don't obviously adjust, they're all integrated. But my area of movement is such a small window underneath the glass that getting my arm in there and then cinching it down wasn't easy. But you know what? They're in, and in theory, you'd only do this like once. And we'll see that my daughter has plenty of legroom there.
Oh,
on
mine's
your
getting
side.
too close.
Oh, getting
It's
real
gonna
close.
crunch that.
Okay, well, just put, that's
There we
enough.
go.
That's enough. You
Perfect.
got daylight. All right, what's your legroom stitch like? So, I mean, I'm in the same seating position I was before. This is great for the driver.
I'm not in the same one, but it's fine. It's
You can
good.
still stretch out. You're 5'9".
Yeah,
All right.
it's good.
Look, what are we going to say? It's family approved. We're improving.
Debatable.
You and I are
know,
improving.
but I don't know if it's technically family.
It's family tolerable. And it's not enough to just say the M4 is family approved. I need to prove it. So let's load the kids in and take my younger daughter to her gym class. Okay, older sissy goes in first, even though she could get on the other side, but she wants to go this way. All right, Goo-Goos wants to get in next. Climb on up, and we're gonna buckle her up. Locked and loaded. It was actually really easy to get them in here. Now, we're off. All right, everyone's munching on their dried mango, a favorite snack of the Brandman household. And now, Talia, I've got a question for you. What do you think of this M4?
I like it.
You like it? Do you like the color?
Yeah.
What color is it?
Purple?
And you like purple on Daddy's car?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you've got leg space back here? Space for
Yeah.
legs? Yeah? Can
Yeah.
you see everything you want to see?
Yeah.
Do you think this car's fast?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because it goes super fast.
Because it goes super fast? Well, let's find out. Ready for a blast off?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Should we do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Really though? Whoa!
Have another mango.
Another mango? Yeah, we can make that happen. Yesterday with the M4, it was about function and family, but today, it's gonna be about fun. And what better way to kick off the fun than with a real-world 0 to 60 test? So I've got my race box set up to record and all the launch control settings built into the M1 button, hitting that twice, holding my foot on the brake, pinning the throttle, building up the revs, preparing launch control, it's ready, letting go. Little hesitation, and now, Now we're there in 3.85 seconds. That is some magic from a rear drive car. And there's more magic just up ahead, but first I've got to get to that good driving road, and that's going to put me on the highway for a little while. That gives me an opportunity to talk about things like visibility, which is great out over that hood. The pillars are pretty thin, and so I can see out the windows easily. The back cowl does rise up a little bit, but I can see out the rear view mirror easy enough. I think the visibility in this vehicle is excellent. And in terms of the cabin volume at these highway speeds, we were just on a louder road surface and I definitely heard it, but on this smoother strip of tarmac, it's much quieter. The wind noise is quelled, the tire noise and road noise are minimal. This would be a great commuter. Unfortunately, there is one thing this M4 in particular is missing, and that is the optional driving assistance plus package, whatever they call it. It's the driving assistance features like adaptive cruise control, steering assistance, and lane change assist. This just has regular old cruise control, and that works fine, but it's not going to reduce your driving fatigue much if you're in stop and go traffic. It does, however, have a Harman Kardon sound system, which I would like to now hear via the wireless Apple CarPlay system. Find the playlist, cue that up. Nice response from that infotainment too. Well, I'll tell you one thing, the clarity is great. The bass is a bit light for me, and I had it right there in the middle of that setting. So I think they could do a little more to bring that in, kind of immerse you in the experience, but man, the notes, crystal clear. Two more things to mention when traveling on the highway. One, this turbo inline 6 is so smooth and makes its 503 horses and 479 pound-feet of torque so readily, along with the ride being so settled at these highway speeds, that you often don't realize how quickly you're traveling down the road apart from passing people all the time. So I have the head-up display system going at all times to make sure that I keep the speeds semi-sane. And the other point I touched on briefly, and that was just that this infotainment is really quick to respond, and I do like that they retain the physical volume knob, and you do have some seat controls here. The only problem I have with it is that I wish the climate controls were also physical, in at least the temperature adjustment and fan speed. Those are not down here. You just have the defrosters front and rear, so you have to go into the climate menu and then adjust the fan speed on the touchscreen or the temp here on the touchscreen as well. And that's just a little more distracting than physical controls, which you can use without taking your eyes off the road. But my eyes will be glued to the road now that I've arrived at a hill climb worthy of my full attention and of the M2 mode. So I'm confirming that, dropping it down a couple gears, and putting the hammer down. Ha ha ha! Oh, yes. It was just itching to stretch its legs. And now that the opportunity is here, it's showing what an athlete it really is. Man, so stable for a rear drive car. Getting all of that power to the ground through the rear limited slip diff. Oh, it's fast. Good heavens, it's fast. And the carbon ceramics really put the kibosh on momentum. I'm operating the 8-speed automatic in manual mode, and the shifts are coming quickly up and down. Great feel through the steering. I can really trace the edges of grip with this car. The M4 is just inhaling this ribbon of road. And filling me with joy as it does so. I mean, cruising around suburbia, you get a sense for its power, but you have no idea how capable its dynamics are until you get it to the right environment. And if I owned this vehicle, I would do that a lot. It would be criminal to only enjoy the M3 as a daily driver, because while it does that so well, it takes on a new form out here. It's a maniac on the road, and it's dancing like it never danced before. Whee! But how much of a maniac is this M4 Comp? Let's find out. Yeah, it's the full deal. And after a day's worth of playtime, I do need to put fuel back in this 15.6 gallon tank. And the EPA rates the M4 Comp at 16 mpg city, 23 highway, and 18 combined, which would give me a fuel range of about 280 miles. But over the last 150 miles or so, I've been seeing 15 miles per gallon. And at current fuel prices of $5.37 for 91 octane fuel that the M4 requires, it's gonna cost me about 84 bucks to fill this tank, and there's not capless fueling. Well, crew, at the beginning of this video, I pondered whether the hardcore performance M4 Competition had a softer side for daily life. And after spending some quality time with this car, I can confirm there are a few ways it conquers the routine. Great access to the rear seats mean kids can get in and out easily. The large trunk swallows cargo, and comfy seats combined with a well-insulated cabin to make for a relaxing commute. However, livability is dampened by poor trunk organization, a bouncy ride, pointy side sills, and a smallish fuel tank. The M4 isn't really a family car, and if you wanted a more convenient M option, there's always the M3, but especially as a second car, the mix of performance and practicality is hard to beat. I hope you guys have enjoyed this day in the life, and I will see you again next time.